What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got the Blue Fox spinner out and we are heading out to a little creek to see if we can catch some trout. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's see if we can get some. So I'll be wading in the river today. Got my trusty flip-flops and I'll be casting the spinners upstream and then just retrieving downstream. It was extremely clear today, so you could kind of see the fish in the holes, but it was a little bit difficult to get them interested. So here we are, find a corner, cast it up right where the ripples are, and as I'm reeling down, get a little hit. Boom. Not a big fish, but still stoked on landing this little guy. I didn't drop him in there on purpose, he actually came unhooked, but gathered him up really quick, and you'll see the release right there. Let him go. Another shallower little area, casting up in the ripples again. I like hitting the ripples at the edge of big holes. And as you're reeling down, felt a hit, and then the second fish. Get it. Another little brown trout. Super sick. There were some big ones in this creek, but I just didn't seem to get them to hit. But quickly got this guy undone. And let's get him put back. As you can see in the video, we are dealing with some extremely clear, slow-moving water, which meant we had to be extremely sneaky. And in a lot of cases, the fish did see us and bust out. Here we go, sneaking up on another hole here. Instantly got hit, but it actually came done. I could see more in the back of this hole. Get a good cast up in there. And still haven't been able to get one. A lot of these holes I could see 5 or 6 fish and they just were not striking. I think with this water being as low as it is, it was heating up and they weren't able to hit. But there you go, another trout, another little deep pocket hole. This one's fighting a little bit harder, not a giant, but still a decent trout for these small creeks. There it is, solid brown trout. That one's actually pretty good. Get him unclipped and get him put back in the water. Walked up because I saw this cliff, thought it looked like an awesome hole, and it did have some pretty deep water there in the shade, so I cast upstream, seeing if I can entice a bite here. This was the kind of day that it might have been easier to use a fly. There was quite a bit of slow moving water and the fish did seem to be eating off the surface quite often. And I think with the slower water, sometimes the spinner doesn't get bit as good because they're not reacting like they would normally. But I kept moving up the river. Found some more nice holes. We're getting into some of the deeper holes, but you can see the vegetation in there. Not ideal for throwing the spinner, but a ton of vegetation, and I could really feel how warm the water was, so I think that's just why these fish were a little more lethargic. But we're getting a good retrieve, and boom. Solid one. Hit it hard, and we're getting a good fight. Not as big as the last one, just a little guy, but still sick. The little ones always seem to get all 3 hooks, but pretty easy to get them undone. Get a quick little release on this guy. Beautiful little brown trout, and there he goes. I think my favorite thing about this spot was some of the backdrops that we got up against this cliff here. It's just beautiful. There were some eagles' nests up there, and we were able to fish in some nice, pretty chill water. This area probably would have been good for a fly rod with the amount of cover that was on the sides. But it's just nice, calm, relaxing fishing. Not the best fishing, but just beautiful. And here, crawling up on some rocks. Fishing Game put these out here, so it makes a little extra cover. But again, casting up towards those ripples, retrieving. But I'm getting a chaser pretty much every cast. It's just getting them to commit that was being a little bit more difficult. And we just keep moving it. Keep moving up the river and see if we can find anything else. One last spot here, up against these rocks again, and that was it. All right, a little bit of slow fishing, ended up with 4 trout, but I honestly have seen the most trout today that I've seen all trip. So it's a little surprising because I got a lot of chasers, but not a lot of commitment. It might be the hotter water, but I think maybe a dry fly would have worked today. But I had an awesome time. Hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe.